I've had the great pleasure to call alongside
Forgot
BT.
the other half of my career with Collingwood Baz, but that's all right.
Oh, yes,
Just the
but-
Richmond.
yeah.
Yeah, just the Richmond stuff.
Yeah.
Good stuff. What was the most goals you kicked in a season at Collingwood?
I don't know.
Go on.
Lots.
Yeah,
Probably.
heaps.
Probably.
Heaps.
Welcome. And it's back home, although I'm sure it's not home now. You've been in Melbourne a long, long time, haven't you?
Yeah, I have. 1979 I left, and left as that promo said, as a 16-year-old kid. Never been out of the state prior to that, and wondered what the hell I was stepping into, and it was just been a great ride.
I
Really
went
great.
to boarding school BT at 14, but at least they had the 13. At least they had teachers there. Where did you end up at 16?
Well, they Richmond were really good in those particular days, coming off the great era that they had in the 70s and the 60s as well. But they put you up with an old lady who had previously billed it out, people,
Okay.
and it was in South Yarra, great spot, Hawkesburn, nifty little spot there. And I was with other athletes, Greg Fasala, who was a swimmer at the time, and so that was really good. And they said to me, "What job do you want to do?" Well, you know, and I've got a job as a 16-year-old as an apprentice at Alcoa. I'm
Wow.
about to start.
Yeah.
And so you sort of don't look too far ahead. But I said, I'd love to be a plumber.
Yeah.
So I went over, they got me a plumbing apprenticeship, and away I went. I arrived Friday, started work Monday, and I did not know what had hit me.
Yeah, incredible.
Both work and footy, and training my guts out was incredible ride.
Well, I know this has been a special week for you because you've been able to get down to Mandurah. 60th birthday recently,
Yes,
BT.
recently, Baz.
Congratulations
Thank you,
and
Baz.
many happy returns. But a bit of a trip down memory lane for you this week?
Look, I had a couple of days in Mandurah, and my wife was with me, and she was off shopping at one of the shops, and I thought, I'll just dash around for a couple of hours. So I had about almost a full day, and I drove around Mandurah to all the old spots where I used to go as a kid. It was really interesting. Went to the bottom oval of the primary school, and there was this big tree there, and I was hoping the tree was still going to be there because I used to smoke and meet the odd girl in that environment. And so I went down, the tree's still there. It was absolutely
beautiful.
fantastic. The paper barks that we used to try and pull down was still there. And all these sort of spots. Went to my old houses. You know, we had 2 or 3 different houses in Mandurah.
Still similar, or have they changed a fair bit?
One's not there at all.
Right.
And one, we had these arches at the front, these round arches, and normally they line up with the windows, so the house looks sort of symmetrical, and nothing lined up. And I'm thinking, who the hell designed that? What a shithole that was. But no, it was really, I went up to Peel Thunder, up to Rushton Park.
yeah.
Now, it used to be just called Rushton Park in
Yes,
those days, and it had none of the stands. And Daniel Bandy, who's the boss there, took me around and showed me around the new facility. It was absolutely fantastic. I believe it's one of the best facilities in the waffle.
It's a very, very good regional.
Still the Hayden Ballantyne wing?
Yeah, the Hayden
So the
Ballantyne.
mum
I saw that sign. That annoyed the crap out of me because, Hayden Ballantyne didn't even play for Mandurah. He was from Pinjarra somewhere.
Yeah,
I mean,
true.
But what's the
come on.
story? His grandma won
Grandma
lotto or
won
something.
lotto and donated the
Only if they named the wing after him or
well,
something.
I donated a lion's share of the cash.
Money can buy you
Money
a spot.
buys you everything.
What do we've sort of been talking about this game. Masks are off. It can be full house tonight.
Yeah.
And for the first time in just about living memory, we're not certain that Richmond and West Coast will pack out off the stadium
No,
tonight.
it is a little bit bizarre because normally it would. I hope there is a really good crowd there. West Coast have been putrid up until now, and the Tigers haven't been much better, but we'll see what happens. It's just been great getting back doing the footy, Baz. I mean, from the start of this year, Channel 7 have been fortunate enough for us to, they've said, look, we've got to get you on the plane. We've
Back
got to
on the
get you to
plane.
venues.
Yep.
Is it easier for you to travel? I know it's probably an
No, it's really easy to sit in a studio back in Melbourne
Okay.
and call the footy because we don't have all the logistical challenges that we have, and it's really easy and you're not as tired. But I think we all realised, including our management, everybody at Seven, that it's a better product if you're
agree.
there. And that's why they've got us on the road right from day one this year. We've been to every game, basically, that we can get to live, and it's been absolutely brilliant. We're in Canberra the other week, and it was fantastic. It's just a sense of excitement from everybody when you arrive. The team's together, they travel together. There's a real chemistry about it, and we've got our Friday night team that are all here tonight for this game.
And it does, and I can say this objectively now, it makes for a better call when the commentators are at the ground. I mean, there are just some things that you can't see on a TV screen.
So I reckon commentaries, it's not just the game, it's the gathering of information. So from the moment I get in on a Friday, jump in the car, I'm listening to the radio, I'm picking up bits of information on whatever show it is to do with footy. Then I arrive at the car park and I bump into someone getting out of the car. It might be a coach, might be a player, might be a former player, might be a media guy. Get a little bit of information there. Then you go up to the commentary box and you meet some media guys. Oh, by the way, did you hear such and such is out today? And then you see the players out on the ground that before they even open the gates, and you go, have a look at that guy. I reckon he's playing today, or he's kicking goals. Why is he kicking goals?
Yeah.
So you're gathering all of this information, and that's why you need to be at the venue.
Even as simple as his conditions.
Yeah.
Wind, breeze, rain, whatever's happening.
Yep.
It's who wins tonight. West Coast. I know. Hard watch the last couple of weeks. A very hard watch. Are they a chance tonight? Because Richmond, as you said, aren't going that well either.
I keep looking at West Coast team, and I keep looking at all these players that are really good players, and I'm wondering what the hell is going on with West Coast. Is it falling apart? Because I know they've had trouble with the COVID protocols and all that, and there's been a lot of new players in, but they've also had a lot of their good players available.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, so from that point of view, I think the Tigers will probably win tonight. Yeah.
Friday night footy live tonight from Optus Stadium. You'll be able to see it on 7 Mate here, of course, in the West. Do you keep in touch with the old crew? Do you speak to Bruce or
Yes,
Dan?
I speak to Bruce every now and then, and we communicate a lot, and so there's a lot of push from Bruce. He's still helping everybody at 7. He's still very much part of it with the horse racing, of course.
Yeah.
So he's been, as you know, with yourself and myself and anyone that's really sat next to him. He's been a coach for all of us.
He's
and
been a great
absolutely
man.
good. Just like you, I don't know who's been coaching you on the FM since you've switched from AM to FM. You've become a real smooth operator,
thanks.
Baz.
Smooth. That's not one word I'd use for him.
And I was listening driving in today, and everything like I am now. You're talking really fast. Blah, 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 blah. Whereas, on the AM, you would have been, let's get the job done today. And you have really changed. I'm impressed that you've been able to sort of flip it around and become a real FM person. You were already there, mate.
You're a bit rough around the edges.
Yes.
Yeah, but that's what we love about it. Hey, BT, terrific to have you back in town. Great that the 7 commentary team are on the road again. I know that's taxing for family.
Yep.
It makes it for a long season, but it does add to the
it's fun.
flavour of the call.
Absolute fun, and it's best for the call, best for the viewers out there.
And great to have you in town tonight. Best wishes to JB. Catch you on the telly.
Yes, we will. We'll be there tonight. Looking forward to a good game. Let's hope it's tight and close. That's all we want as commentators.
When you talked about that tree that you discovered,
Yes.
did
Much
you, or
luck
did
there
you
or
not say,
not?
yeah, was there a bit of luck you sort of
Bit of luck
pointed
behind the
towards?
tree.
That tree, I should have gone and stood there and really had a reminisce on what actually happened there. But
BT's cut it down.
I
He's
tell
moving
you-
it to lawn.
I tell you, there's no teacher that ever came close to getting near that tree.
It sound like the boarding house toilets. You knew they were never coming in there.
Very, very fond memories. Good on you, BT. Go
Thanks,
well
guys.
tonight.